Good morning. It is 11:42 a.m. Central Time. It is time to answer your immigration questions. Get you on the ball to take action, okay? A lot of people ask us if it's a bad time to apply or in inverse, is it still a good time to apply? It's typically always a great time to apply as long as you are eligible. If you're not eligible, then don't apply. But to verify if you are eligible or not is to talk to an immigration attorney. Talk to a team, a legal team that focuses on immigration. Please, for the love of God, don't go to your auntie to ask or your uncle to ask, like, hey, am I eligible for this? Like, I mean, yeah, they can read, obviously, but unless they're actually an immigration lawyer, please, please be careful who you talk to because some of y'all pay a couple, several G's to someone or a company, and it turns out they're not lawyers. So I know y'all are very careful. I know y'all are careful to even spend some time with me on this channel. My name's John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States for the last 13 plus years to help you avoid immigration problems. So please, um, this is your choice. You're welcome to subscribe down below on YouTube and Facebook. You can click the plus sign on, I don't know how it's done on Instagram, but at least on TikTok, you can click the plus sign, okay? The fact that you're spending time here on this channel means you're invested in your legal status. Whether you have an application pending right now, or you're thinking to sponsor someone or get sponsored by someone in the future, okay? So I'm gonna be here for about 15 minutes, okay? And if you wanna join live, okay, I'll cut y'all some slack, but we're trying something new is that if you want to guarantee to the best of my ability to guarantee for your question to be answered for a particular day, I really encourage y'all to go to this website right here. I need to add this for y'all. Okay, here it is for y'all on TikTok and Facebook. Okay, that one. So go to that website. The first option should include the ability to have your question answered live. So in the future, our goal is to just for me to call you live. I mean, you could join on TikTok still or whatever platform, but we'll call you. And this form you can add more information because sometimes, I'm talking a lot right now. Sometimes some of y'all talk a lot too. So we're trying to streamline this a bit more for everyone. All right, let's see. Let me answer some questions now. Again, I'll be here for another 12 minutes or so by now. So let me know in the comments. Do you have a pending case? Put the letter P in the comments for that. If you're new here, put the number 1, okay? All right, Tabish, I'll get to you very soon, okay? I see you on Instagram. The chosen one, I guess they're saying the possibility, would a person receive an NTA if the N400 denied because of minor speeding ticket? So by the way, I guess to answer your question, a speeding ticket is a speeding ticket. I don't know of a speeding ticket that's a minor versus major, right? So y'all got to get that out of your mindset, in a sense, because some of y'all downplay your crimes too much, and to the extent that, or your arrest or a citation so much that you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. I don't have to tell them. Look, I remember an attorney friend who doesn't practice immigration law. They referred their cousin to me, right? And it turns out the cousin just decided to not disclose. I think it was just a citation. Just see there, I'm doing it too. It was a citation for a traffic citation, which the 485 application does ask about it, but that doesn't mean you're going to get referred to immigration court. But the important part is to tell the truth because you have no reason to hide it. Okay, there's no reason to hide that. All right. Even if it was something major, you wouldn't want to hide that either because you got to take your biometrics anyway. They know about your situation. If they don't, then I'm really surprised. So to answer your question now, no, if you likely N400 would not get denied because of a speeding ticket. I've never heard that, fortunately, but you do want to check. If you do want to check, this is what we do for our clients. We review the conditional bar to good moral character or permanent bar to good moral character for N400. You Google search that; it'll show the list. Okay, of course, there's still some nuances, but I can tell you that traffic ticket citation speeding will not, unless you've been arrested and then in conjunction with like drinking and driving, right? Or under the influence. That's a whole other thing. Some people just like to share about the speeding ticket, but not about everything else. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's see. All right, if you're new here, put the number one in the chat box. I'm always interested how far the channel has reached in that sense, because I know there's a lot of people here in the green card guys community have joined multiple times, and I thank you so much for your trust. Okay. Welcome, Romeo. 21 your asylum. And by the way, if you're new here, you probably don't know this. You only have to ask your question one time. You don't have to copy and paste, because if you keep doing that, then I have to exercise my finger, and that actually takes time. Okay, so someone asked a question. 21 asked about asylum application was approved in February. Can I go ahead and apply for GC? Yes, I have not. You mean for AOS? As far as I know, the application for AOS is still paused. Okay. Um, but I would still file it though. Okay. So that way you can have that in the system. And congrats on your asylee status, by the way. I'm not aware if I'm aware that when it was President Biden, that they changed the policy to be more beneficial for y'all. That let's say as soon as you approve for asylee status, let's say today, then today you can go ahead and file your AOS, adjustment of status application. I'm not aware that President Trump regime took that off, okay, or changed that policy. But as far as I know, they paused adjustment of status. All right, let's get Tabish on, or Syed on Instagram. How you doing, Tabish? Let's see if this works. In the meantime, welcome. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm good, sir. Okay, sir. I have one question that my friend referred you for me the green card.
Okay.
I recently get married. So I have one question that my wife is a U.S. citizen over here.
Okay.
So I want to apply for my green card. So my one necessary question is that you need to apply the passport necessary. My wife need a passport to give you the valid passport to apply the green card for me.
Oh no, she doesn't. As long as she has a birth certificate in America. Was she born here?
She has a birth certificate. She has everything, but what happened in 2018? She changed the name, so now she wants to apply for the new passport for changing the name.
Okay, well that that takes about, I think, like if there's no travel upcoming for her, so no reason for expedite. Then I think it takes like 3 months.
Birth certificate is okay if he doesn't have a passport right now, so we can apply for the case.
Yeah, you can get started with that one. How long have you been married?
In May we get married. Last May.
Oh, May. Okay. It's been a couple months. That's good. Are you living together?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But sometimes she traveled to the New York because she's from New York. Mm-hmm. So she used to work in a good company over there. So sometimes she will go on over there. So now she will take a contract leave. Then primarily she moved.
Oh, okay. Primarily she moved to New York, you said?
No. She contact with the company, but the company have an agreement with him. So now within a month or 2 months, she will be back permanently between to the Houston,
Where are you?
To come every 2 weeks.
You're in Houston?
Yeah.
Where are you in Houston?
Yeah, I live in Houston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
my friend told me about you because recently he approved the green card from your law alliance.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm sure you heard from your friend that We are
Yeah,
very.
everything. That's why I contacted you the last time. Also contact your assistant. So she told
Oh,
me that you're busy.
okay.
That time you can come.
Okay, great. Well, have you scheduled a meeting with our team yet? Have you had some
No,
time?
I was confused only regarding a one thing that about his passport. You need a passport necessary, only the birth
No,
certificate you
no.
need to
Birth
apply
birth
the page.
certificate is enough, and your spouse change a name. That's okay too, as long as it shows that your spouse was born in America.
Yeah,
Um, hmm
he has a birth certificate.
Yeah, she can. She could go ahead to apply for the passport, U.S. passport, but as long as she had one of the proof that she is a citizen.
Yeah, she
Okay.
has a passport, but
Okay.
the passport name is there, the previous name.
Yeah, that's why you want to renew it, right? And how does she change her name?
Yeah.
Through a divorce before?
No, no, no.
Oh,
I think she doesn't like the name. She leave his family some family issues. Then he changed it up.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happens. That happens. So okay, well, um, yes, schedule. The meeting doesn't have to be with your spouse, but as long as she knows about us, right? I don't want her to be. I always
Yeah,
want
she
both
knows.
people to know about us.
Yeah.
Uh, well, thanks for following. Are you on TikTok also or YouTube? You can follow me
I
on there
follow
too.
you on the TikTok. I follow you on the YouTube also and
Okay.
Instagram also. I was checking out the preferences and everything, but finally my friend told me about you because recently in April he got in the May 22 he got an interview and he got a green card finally.
Oh, okay. May 2022 is when he started his case.
Yeah, no, I'm telling about my friend. He got approved the green card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. Okay. Well, I'm glad we helped him. So we're happy to help you. Okay. Let's
Yeah.
see here. So I think I found your file, maybe, but yeah, contact us when you're ready, or email. You probably have our email. Just email if you
Yeah,
need
I
the
know.
link to schedule.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. I have one more question. That you need a financial supporter, financial supporter
For
to
the
support the
financial part.
tax return. Yeah, tax
Okay.
returns.
How much does your
So,
spouse earn annual? Do you know?
my spouse used to pay the taxes with his father. Combined. He's not a full time worker. She used to work sometimes only. So that
Oh,
time
that's
when he was
nice.
working, he recently joined the company. So like
Okay.
1 or 2 months. Yeah.
That's okay. So thank you for that question. There's probably a lot of other people have that similar question. Even if the U.S. citizen or resident sponsor, right, just started the job, maybe didn't work earlier this year, that's okay. So what we do is we project income based on maybe the number, if it's an hourly job, based on the number of hours expected to work. It also could help if the company HR or the representative, sometimes, some companies are smaller, so maybe the owner could write a letter. What we do to help is that we draft a letter first. And if they want to change it,
Okay.
they can change it themselves. Obviously, we want them to tell the truth.
Okay, we
All
can
right.
use you. Otherwise, they not allow us.
Oh,
So
okay.
I need a financial supporter from some friend or something for finance me.
Well, it depends. Again, it depends how much is your wife working the typical 40 hours a
He
week,
always,
or
you can say, last year she told me that only 25,000. So I think it's not eligible for that.
well, actually, do you
Minimum
have
36.
it might be actually. I just pull up the 864 chart here. Do you have any
Okay.
children, or does your wife have any children?
No. We are the first time married.
First time marriage. Okay. Well, you never know. I mean, some people have kids. It happens.
Yeah, I know.
Some people get a little excited. Okay. So, all right. And then I'm assuming she's not in the military. Okay. So you're really close. 26 needed for a household size of 2, 26,437. Okay.
Yeah. The biggest issue, that she filed the tax with his father. So if we can file the tax for him separately now for the back dips, or we need some covering letter from anybody for his applying for the petition.
Well, the thing is that specifically, well, I mean, so you're a little off, right? And then whatever the difference is, 26,000, you said she's might be earning 25. That's why we want to do the math, the calculation, just in case.
Okay.
But if there's a difference, let's say it's a $1,000 difference, then you're supposed to multiply it by 3 when it's a marriage case. And then maybe maybe whatever the times 3, let's say it's $3,000. Then if you have that in your bank, checking account, savings, that'd be enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you might not even
Okay.
need a friend or your father-in-law to help you. You know, but that's good. You have people to support you. Okay, so
Okay.
so this is this is like a mini strategy session that we just had, y'all. I normally don't do this
Yeah.
on a live show, but he found us through a friend, right? A past client.
Okay, sir.
All right,
I
so
was just
schedule a meeting,
confused in the
okay?
passport, and yeah, I will schedule you,
I
and
know,
I will
yeah.
bring there everything. So I will discuss about everything on
No
the
problem.
email. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, sir, for
sounds
the
good.
joining and giving the time.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye. Take care.
Bye bye.
Okay, now how do I get? Okay, I don't know how to get you out, but we'll just listen to your music in the meantime.
Let me turn off.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. There we go. Y'all know how to do it better than me. All right. So, hello, new person. Hello, Griff Hart. Good to see y'all. Welcome back. All right. So, we know there's a lot of stress people are going through. I mean, our team is stressed. The way I set up my team is so that we try to do it where it's as stress free as possible for you and our team. We have systems set up. If you were to receive a request for evidence, even if it's one document, maybe it's for the medical exam, we still follow our protocol to get the shit done as soon as possible. Excuse my French. But time and time again, we hear about people get denied because they fail to respond to the RFE or fail to respond to notice of intent to deny, okay? Or fail to timely file a motion to reconsider, aka the Form 290B. So, I got to do a little plug here. If you know that you need to take action, okay, go to my link where I'm showing it. Instagram, I don't know how to do on Instagram, but up here on TikTok, okay, go to that. There's two different options for meetings. Okay, this one right here is if you know you're eligible and ready. I mean, even you're trying to verify eligibility, they go ahead and do that. Okay, if you simply want to talk only to a lawyer, you're not even interested to hire us. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Go to a box number 2, option 2. All right. But if you do schedule with pre-qualified session, I do that right here. Okay. If you do schedule pre-qualified session, I do want to share with you that is not with one of our attorneys. That is with a client care specialist who is trained by me every effing day. Okay. Because I want to make sure to tell you the information correct. They are not allowed to provide legal advice. Okay. If you're wondering, like, well, how do we sign up and make sure this? Because the attorneys, including myself, like I just did one today, this morning, we review the files, we review the facts before that meeting. It honestly is way more streamlined that way because for that amount of money you schedule during the live show, it saves you a bit, okay? Because some people I know you've talked to through 2, 3 attorneys, you're like, man, I think he or she said this, but I really don't know. I think we do a pretty daggum good job of explaining things. If you don't understand still, that's okay. Just welcome to ask. We want to provide, think of our meetings as if we were in person, which you're always welcome to come down Houston office. Um, as if like we're not therapists, right? But as if we had one of those like lounge chairs, okay? We want to make this a relaxing, comfortable journey for you from start to finish. All right, now let's answer some questions. Thank you so much. Because we know this can be a stressful time. I mean, y'all, it's not even only about Trump. This whole thing about immigration in America is stressful even before Trump. Okay, y'all just paying attention now, maybe because of Trump. All these like case delays, which doesn't happen for every case, but case delays happen to a lot of cases, although it's not the majority, thankfully. Okay, I think we have some people who want to join live, we're on multiple platforms, so I'm doing my best to go through each one, just kind of rotation basis here. SP asked, you have a 485 marriage-based interview on August 25th. Dallas field office. How is it nowadays? I mean, it's just straight to the punch, I guess. Like, it's not. If there are a few rude officers, but there are some who are polite and nice, and they just ask you a question that way to really to get you so relaxed that they just throw in that one question, and you're like, oh, that you feel so comfortable that you want to answer that question. But really, if you had an attorney there, we would have redirected you or told the officer, don't answer that question. Hold up, client. Let me talk to this officer real quick. We don't say it like that, but what I'm trying to say. We stop to intervene in appropriate times. We can't answer the question for you, but there are some situations where an officer will ask you in a professional, polite way. And because of that, you're like, oh yeah, that's like I should answer that, right? So you just got to be careful. It's no different than it's really no different process. What is the process that's different per se is more about the timing of things, okay? And the manner and why cases in general, if you're filed in 2025 in general, are being processed faster because Trump wants to get you out faster, okay? That's the honest truth. USCIS typically is used as a agency to only review, approve, or deny applications. But now they are forced; these officers are forced. I'm sure some are begrudgingly not wanting to do it this way, with an enforcement perspective. They want to, although they were supposed to do this anyway, but there's more emphasis, right? There's more emphasis for them to pay extra attention, every nook and cranny of a way to deny someone, to get someone to share information that really shouldn't matter about your case. Okay. So, I mean, I remember we had a couple clients where they were asked at an interview. See, now you're making me go down this rabbit hole because this is, I think, useful information for a lot of people. So, thank you. Thank you for asking. Okay. But the officers can ask questions to where they're asking about like, oh, what's going on with your? Not everyone is overstay only. They may have filed an application like, let's say, like e-visa, it's pending, and they ask about it. I'm like, what is it? What does it matter? Why do you need to know? Because at the end of the day, this case is approvable. It doesn't matter about the non-immigrant visa status. Okay, so they're just trying to pull y'all's chain. Okay, they're trying to confuse y'all. Like how do I put this another way? If y'all watch sports like baseball, the pitcher, you don't know exactly what kind of pitch they're gonna throw to you. That's kind of like an USCIS interview. Like we can prepare for it. The baseball players or athletes watch film to prepare for what's gonna happen for the next game. Okay, their next performance. That's what we do. We prepare y'all, just like film, basically, film study. Um, but with that being said, they could throw a curveball or a knuckleball and confuse you at the interview. And that's why an attorney is helpful. So for whoever asked me that question, I hope you do have one. All right. I know that in my past, I would say, oh, yeah, don't worry. You don't need an attorney. But this is a new year, y'all. 2025. I highly recommend it. And y'all might think like, one last thing about this. You might think like, well, my friends didn't have a problem. Okay, well, that's fine. Even if it was during Trump years, that's fine. Your friend was in a fortunate situation. It's a luck of the draw which officer you get. Okay. It's just not worth to play around with that. Okay, let's see here. Oop, I'm a bit over time here. What's my next meeting? See, let me check. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go soon. So if you don't mind, if you're new here, welcome again. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law because we're here to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because the government doesn't care. So I do try my best to post one video a day, okay? Not to bother y'all, but to share pivotal, important information. Some people don't know the steps. I'm happy to answer a question like that. Some people obviously don't know some of the immigration problems, and it's like every day I hear about another one. So go ahead and follow, subscribe on your respective platform, especially y'all on this app where you tap. We might not be together this long on this app, that the tapping. Okay, so you might want to consider following us on another channel if you don't mind. We're on this wretched. Oops, sorry. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That's right. So, and Substack. I'm trying to get that going too. All right, let's see. And we're on LinkedIn as well. Yeah, so like all of them basically. Alman asked, any waivers for the elderly living in U.S. with a U.S. citizen adult children? Well, I don't know your entire situation, but I mean, um, waivers for a qualifying relative for waiver, if you're talking about the 601A application, unfortunately, children, adult or minor, do not count as a qualifying relative. If you're talking about a different type of waiver, it depends what you're trying to waive. The one I was just talking about, 601A, is about unlawful presence, overstay, or entry without a visa. Hello, hello. Hi, traveling Arjun. All right, all right. So, Romel, you have a criminal record. Can you visit? Can you visit America? I mean, you live in Guyana. It was just a fine I had that you had to pay. I mean, you could apply. I think it's they might have increased it. I don't know the Big Beautiful Bill Act. Um, a dumb law, but oops, did I say that out loud? I don't know if that increased the fee for visitor visa. It increased the fees for a lot of things, but yeah. What kind of criminal record? You said just a fine, but even a fine, sometimes not just the punishment part of it, it's like the actual crime too. Is it more like a traffic ticket like in America? All right, let's see here. And by the way, if y'all don't mind, if my videos are helpful to you, please just take a quick second to those things like click the the hearts and the thumbs up. It really does help the channel because I know it's a little disheartening. I feel like some people are cheating on some apps, um, paying for followers and whatnot. We try not to pay attention to those vanity metrics, but it's hard not to look at it, to be honest. So, but the engage, I keep telling myself I don't care about those kind of numbers, but because I spend so much time on a live show, if you don't mind just commentating, even if you're saying Taylor Swift, whatever, like any other word, like whatever you got to do, I greatly appreciate it. Okay, even if the video is not relevant for you, that's okay. Just if you don't mind commenting on it, it really helps the algorithm, apparently. Okay. Obviously, if you don't care about what we share, then don't worry about commenting. Let's see. May said you submitted a VAWA from in May. You haven't heard anything from USCIS. So it's very unfortunate for VAWA. Even VAWA specifically takes a long time for some reason to receive the receipt notice. It's mind-boggling. So that was in May. Let me just assume end of May. So June, July. So you got 60 days out. Okay, there is still a way to submit inquiry. You might get, but the best way to do that is by phone. Okay, because if you do it by online, it does ask for receipt notes. Go figure. So which you wouldn't have. The other way for attorneys, we email them, but as far as I understand, that email is private. I don't think it's for the public. I could be wrong, but as far as I understand, it's for attorneys. So that's why it is helpful to have a lawyer. Maybe you do have one, so ask your lawyer to use that email. Let's see. Grateful Heart, thanks for the pinning this. Your Zav, your case has been stuck at NVC for 20 months. No update. Okay, Zav. So I just recorded a video about this literally yesterday evening. Did you is this for a petition family base? I'm assuming. Did you get an email from NVC with two numbers, a new case number and a receipt note? I mean, invoice ID number. You need those two numbers to enter into the database, ceac.state.gov. So check out that video and comment on that video, okay? Please. That was literally yesterday. Okay, let me scroll back up. Oh, thank you, Grateful Heart. I forgot that you're pinning. Romeo, you're U.S. or you have a U.S. citizen wife and 3 kids. Apply for I-130. Can I apply for 601 waiver and how long it take? I don't know. Are you in America or are you outside America? If you're inside America, then your spouse would be a qualifying relative, assuming your spouse is filing for you, right? Your spouse is a U.S. citizen, then she would be a qualifying relative for the 601A if you're in America. If you're outside America, I'm assuming you're in because you mentioned 3 kids. Yes. But yeah, if you're outside America, then it's 601. Okay. So let's chat more. Let's chat about it. The 601 schedule meeting. Okay, Romeo, one of these options, up to you. The 601A takes roughly 30 months. I just checked it last week. 2 to 3 years. Okay. 2.5 to 3 years. It's ridiculous. Before the pandemic, 6 to 8 months. Look, I just talked to last week I talked to a former USCIS employee that was in high-ranking leadership. I was very fortunate to be connected to that person, and I gotta tell you, first of all, I would love to bring him on the show. We'll see if we can get that happen. We'll see if he's comfortable to share some knowledge. Okay, mic drop kind of knowledge. But I can share with you these processing times. They're all to mess with us. It's to mess with us, okay? They want to hold y'all back, okay? Now, I'm paraphrasing for him, okay? And of course, I shouldn't do that. But what I gather from what he shared is that certain cases have a certain workflow, right? And most of the workflow is you file it and it just sits there, okay? So if y'all see some status online or your My USCIS account that says actively being reviewed, that's a great feeling in that moment. And then 6 months later, you check again and it says the same goddamn thing. Can you believe that? And it really just means it's sitting there. Okay. So please know that USCIS is not like Domino's Pizza Tracker. Okay. I'm not sponsored by Domino's, but hey, if you know someone that works at Domino's corporate, connect me because I mention them almost every day. And yes, I do like the new version of the Domino's pizza. It does not taste like cardboard, by the way. Elsie, now yours says taking longer than expected. Exactly. So they're just holding y'all up. Okay. He has this gentleman that I spoke with, the former USCIS employee. He's very nice to share the information. He didn't have to do that. But yeah, that is just. And even the thing is, like, even if they have a certain workflow that is traditional because they're just used to doing it that way, there are some scenarios where it can deviate from that normal traditional workflow because there are some facts that our clients need a case to be approved or at least decided on. Okay, we can't tell them to, hey, approve this application or petition. But the thing is, like, a lot of these cases has been sitting there for years. Okay. All right. I see some more questions. I do. I got 5 minutes or less. Let's see. I was supposed to send this to my team member. One moment. Okay. I do see a question, something about 15. Maria asked on YouTube, an ICE arrest will show up on people's background check. For example, we had a client that was, I think a couple weeks ago now, was arrested for doing something he should not have been doing. Okay, let's just put it that way. Allegedly. And there was an ICE hold. Okay, and it showed up on the jail information online. So, well, the FBI background check showed that it could, but really, I don't know. Like, if you're talking about your employer, you might want to submit one yourself. I think there's some where you could just pay it, and you might, if you're curious, because yeah, you're right. I don't know if a removal order would show up on a typical like online privately paid background check, if that's what you're referring to. Because yes, I mean, if you're talking about for the purpose of on the other scenario, like applying for immigration benefit, yes, they will. The immigration agencies will definitely know about it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Chi on YouTube. This was on. You said this was on news. The United States. Which news, by the way? Where'd you find that information? The United States will require bonds of up to 15,000 for some tourist and business visas under a pilot program launching on August 20th. Did you find Chi on YouTube? Did you find that on? Oh, jeez. I mean, I've heard of something like that, but it was kind of like just like very, very, yeah. You remember? I remember posting about that during Trump 1.0. Let me go to travel.state.gov. Oh gosh, this regime is so annoying. Every day there's something. I can't even breathe on MSN. So yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing. By the way, I'm a member of AILA, and they do source news. Fortunately for us, if we need it, but like, there's just always so much information to review anyway. So far, U.S. visa news. So I like to go to the source, right? So let me share on the screen on YouTube and Facebook, so you know my source, because sometimes those other news channels like MSN or whatnot, they might not share the source. Funny how that works, huh? Okay, so I'm on travel.state.gov, for example, and I'm on U.S. visa news. So far, and this is where I found, 4 or 5 years ago about that pilot program, but I don't recall it actually taking off in terms of implementation. So if you need this website, I'm happy to share with y'all. You just got to email me, email my team, and okay, like here's a pilot program to process domestic visa. This is back in 2023 December, but yeah, that's no longer happening. Limited pilot program. Okay, so let me scroll down here. It's not well organized. These news bits here. Oh, it's kind of annoying. So we try our best to update our own website that's more streamlined for y'all to find the updated news. Okay. Administration is garbage. Yeah, I have to do 100 taps for that one. Whew. Mona, how are asylum cases in 2015? I think you mean 2025. Yeah, take me 10 years back. Would that be President Obama still? I think so. Yes, that would be. When interview will come. Oh, or you're saying you filed? No, you actually meant 2015. You filed in 2015, Mona? Holy smokes. That is a problem, yeah. So we can file a mandamus lawsuit. I mean, some people like now they're doing last in, so most recently filed, first out. So most recently filed is going to get the interview sooner. And when you really think about it, what does that do to cases like Mona's who filed in 2015? It's going to push their case back because they're prioritizing the people who recently filed. Then eventually they will get to Mona's case. But if you have a claim that obviously you believe in, and you're an attorney cannot give you like a percentage per se. That's not a lot of people ask us like, what is the percentage of being approved or not? We can't really give you percentages. I hate doing that. There's one time I told someone for a court case, like you got like 1% chance, right? And we were able to get her a green card, right? But like we can't, attorneys in any kind of practice area, we can't guarantee results, whether it's 70% of a result or 100%, right? Or 1%. So So the thing is, we have to, if you want to pursue your asylum, continue to pursue your asylum claim, and you believe in it, you told the truth, and you want the interview, then we can file a mandamus lawsuit. Okay, we usually wait minimum 4 years to file a mandamus lawsuit. Some other jurisdictions, areas of the country, um, might require 5 years, and that's based on case experience. Okay, so if you're interested in this kind of opportunity to get your interview sooner or your decision, because some of y'all in any kind of application have been waiting months, if not years, for your decision as well. So we can help you file that mandamus lawsuit. Okay. And we do have a complimentary guide about it in our LINK. All right, let's see. Carla 24 Love caught my attention on this question. Let me pin this one. Carla 24 Love says the new rule. I think you're asking me if there's a new rule. If we apply for the I-130 and it gets approved, we will receive a deportation order. Will we receive? Why? Where did you get that kind of news? I have not heard that. I have heard that the Trump regime wants to pursue people who have overstayed their visa. So, as you can imagine, I'm sure there's documentation now for them to find, unfortunately, people who have overstayed the visa. So that's why you really need to, not just you, Carla 24 Love. I don't know your situation. Um, if you just want peace of mind, it's not just peace of mind anymore, but also if you literally want to do it the right way. I know you're trying to do it the right way. You're on the channel right now, so you're trying, you're learning, right? You want to learn more about the nuances and the problems. So here's the new major problem, okay, that Trump regime has told us. They are going to target people who have overstayed their visa. So if you're one of those people who have delayed to file the application for whatever reason, maybe you had kids, I understand. I have 2 little kids, but if you say, "Oh, I got a new job," like, I think ever since 2020, there's been this new trend. I guess it's not new anymore, that some companies don't care about y'all. So you got to care about yourself more than your company. Okay. So don't delay your filing, because the sooner you get us done, the more peace of mind you have. Okay. So for Carla 24 Love, I'm looking at the USCIS website. Are you talking about that first, like the first page where I think they call it carousel? Holy smokes! They just came out with like 1, 2, 3, 4 news releases since August 1st. Man, they are really proactive, y'all. I have to say, they are really proactive to get y'all frightened. Look, there are frightening people, intimidating people to self-deport, or just like you have a pending case and just say, see you later. Like, it's crazy. Hey, Gecko Vetter, good to see you. Is that how I say your YouTube name? It's been a while. I need to touch base with you. Your question is, you have a quick question regarding a situation of someone that has a domestic abuse criminal charge and record and is married to a U.S. citizen. Is there a way for him to get a green card? Criminal charge? It is possible. Yeah, we've had clients still, even though with a domestic abuse charge or record, can still get a green card. Okay, but I would say tread lightly in a sense, because of the current climate, right? But yeah, you can still get a green card. Justin asked, "Do I represent only in Houston?" No, we are very welcoming. We accept clients whether you live in Alaska, Greenland. You can live anywhere in the world, but we are based in Houston. Our physical office. Gecko knows I used to have an office. Well, Yeah, my primary office used to be in Dallas, but for family reasons moved down to Houston. So so yeah, happy to help y'all wherever you live. Okay, I think I have to hop off kind of soon. So look, I mean, I by the way, I was just, I'm sure there's attorneys that watch my show and how I do things here. Y'all, whoever y'all are, you can let's connect, but you can do it how I do it, okay? But I was observing another attorney the other day because I just want to learn, like, um, but man, he even admitted that he someone asked him, like, for example, a VAWA question, and it's difficult. It's difficult to manage a live show, especially one, two, three, four platforms all at once. That's why for a while, honestly, I was on this tapping platform only. But anyway, he said that only questions about VAWA next week. I was like, what? You're making a huge assumption people will come back just to ask you a VAWA question next week. And then he admitted that, bless his heart, it is difficult. It is difficult to manage a live show. Maybe I need to pat myself on the back. Um, but he also mentioned that it was his like first time doing a live. So I wonder, do I need to reach out to him and support him? It's hard, y'all. But look, the thing is, the way I approach my live show is to provide y'all value. Okay, provide y'all value because I know some of you already have a lawyer. Some of your lawyers suck. Some are good, but they just don't answer your phone. Sorry, excuse me. Which, by the way, here at Green Card Guys, we just provide you the link to self schedule. You don't have to, you can call us to schedule. You don't have to email to schedule. Like, the link is available. Like, if for some reason it doesn't show available, it's probably a tech issue. All right. Um, so if you appreciate that, please tap the screen, okay, or click the thumbs up. Thank you, Gecko. Appreciate it. Gecko says that John, you can tell John is pretty good. Thanks for responding. I'll pass it along. Have them schedule an appointment to review that case. Thank you so much. Hope your family's doing good. And I think your aunt moved to Texas already, right? I need to reach out to her too. Claudia, I believe. I see I have good memory. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Very informative. I try my best. Now, if there, and I'm, I take it to the next step also. If I don't know the answer to your question, I will tell you. I don't make stuff up here, okay? I just recorded a video about the Dignity Act, for example. I think it's a bunch of BS. It's like their third version of filing it to Congress, third or fifth version. They could do better for y'all, okay? I record a video. I'll upload that later today, or my team will. I'll just leave it up to the video, okay? Let's get another question in here. Looks like business mindset. What's going on? It's been a while. Let's get you on. I think your question was about your parents, maybe.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello. Okay.
Just a quick question.
Sure.
Is there any? I knew that there is updates regarding family immigration. Is there any way that a green card holder can file for his parents to come live in the U.S., or he should be a U.S. citizen?
Unfortunately, have to be a U.S. citizen. As a sponsor as an adult child. Yes, U.S. citizen.
So there is no other way to get my parents here before I be a citizen, right?
No, there could be another way. It just might not be a family-based way. Are your parents still working or retired?
Yes.
Okay. So, and do they have a company in your country?
No.
What kind of could it be possible that company they work for could transfer them to America, like open an office in America?
Oh no, they work. So my mom is a teacher, so I don't think it's possible. But the thing is, my grandmother, my dad's mom, is a U.S. citizen. So, but she doesn't live in the U.S. So can she sponsor my parents to come here, or
your grandmother can your grandmother sponsor your mom or your parents?
My dad, yes.
Your dad? Okay. Well, first thing is I think you may have said this. Is your grandma a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Okay. Then that is yeah, it's possible, but that would be your parents are married, and that would be F3 category. Are you on YouTube by any chance? You're on TikTok right now, but let me share it to the folks on YouTube and Facebook. I'm sharing my screen, so I'm referring to the visa bulletin. It's F3 category: married son and daughter of U.S. citizen, which is your grandma. And
Yes.
which country are they a national of?
They're Lebanese.
Okay, so that would be the left column. Oh boy. So right now the priority date they're working on is August 2011. That is 14 years from now. Okay, so that's a family based. The priority date, are you aware of priority date by any chance?
No.
Okay, basically it's your ticket in line. You got to file a petition. The petition gives you the priority date. If you don't file a petition, no priority date. Okay, so so that's why even though maybe we could talk about and solidify a pathway through maybe business way to America.
Business, I don't think it's gonna work with them. I believe the only way is for my grandmother to fight for my father.
Well, what does your dad do?
My dad is retired. He used to work
Oh,
in the
okay.
army.
And he doesn't have like an entrepreneur.
No.
No. Okay. Well, all right then. Yeah, that's gonna take 14 years, but we got to get your grandma on board to get this going.
Also, my grandmother should be here, right, in the States, because she doesn't live here.
I mean, eventually, but the first step is to file a petition. Your grandma doesn't have to live in America right now to file a petition for your dad. Okay.
So it take like 14 years. Oh my god, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, but you got to file a petition. You don't file a petition, it's another waste of time. So
I believe it's faster if I become a U.S. citizen and I file for my parents. It'll be way faster than my grandmother filed for her son.
Well, let's take a look at that. What are you right now? A resident?
Yes, but I'm unconditional now.
Okay, so how many more years? You got 3 more, 2, are you married?
I have 3, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you have to become a citizen to file for your parents. Okay, so
yeah, this is the fastest way.
Yeah, that'd be better than having your grandma sponsor. Okay, so yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining again. Okay, contact my team when you're ready. Talk to you soon. Take care. Okay, so so that right there is a mini strategy session at no cost. Okay, so I'm happy to help. So then, because I know y'all are like trying to figure it out. Like I don't know how long Biz Mindset been thinking about this with his family, his grandma, his parents, and himself. That's probably a lot of stress between 4 people. All you gotta do is come on this channel and just ask me a question. What did I do that in less than 3 minutes? Bam, bam. Okay, let's go. So if you appreciate that, go ahead and click the plus sign. Again, I am different than other lawyers. I'm not going to force y'all to have a meeting for a certain question or all questions. Maybe a couple. It depends on the situation. If I know you're really stuck, then okay, let's get first class check on.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, welcome.
So my mom had her interview. She's in London, and they had asked for the SARS report from the Home Office.
Okay.
Is there a way
medical?
I could speed that up? Because she requested like 3 weeks ago. We still haven't gotten it.
Requested from the
And
medical
her status
office?
is running out in London.
Oh shoot.
So she's not she's a permanent resident. She's not a citizen there.
Yikes. Unfortunately you just have to have the game plan and strategize that likely it will take longer than the expiration date. Now, you talk about the medical exam?
No, they're asking. All right, so the U.S. Embassy asks the Home Office in London to give them a rundown of her immigration case.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's called a SARS report.
It says
SAR.
Yeah, suspicious activity report.
I don't don't know, because he was asking, the question they asked my mom was, when the last time we spoke, why is my surname different from hers? Because I have my dad's surname, but his name wasn't on my birth paper.
Okay.
So that's why I don't know.
So does your mom know what a SAR is?
No, I don't know what it is, because he didn't make it seem like it's anything to worry about.
Who, the officer? Oh,
Yes.
it's plenty to worry about. Okay. So because your mom had the interview, I think you said, right? So when they ask for more information, usually they don't even ask at the interview. Surprisingly, they ask you after by email sometimes. Okay. So when they do that, they are concerned. So when I Google search this, and I just did a Google search, UK, SAR report UK, it just says suspicious activity report. Maybe that's not what they asked for, but I do know they need a criminal clearance record in general.
She did get that, so she got. Okay. So she had to get a police record because we're from Jamaica. So she got one from Jamaica, Bahamas, and in England.
Okay.
So we got all three. So I'm like, if this is something that needed before, why they never asked for it, so we could have gotten it, because it takes a while to get it.
I know they always do this nonsense. So I don't know what SAR is, but again, when I Google search first page, it says that.
He said after he received that, he'll tell her when to send her passport back in. But
okay, well that's like good. Yeah, that's good. And how the way they phrase the email or mention in person sounds like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be quick, but government across the world, not just America, it's typically slow. So how did you your mom even submit this request to an online website or?
So she used, and no, we had to fill out something to send to the US, the UK home office to request a SARS report.
Okay, when you say home office, that sounds like if it was American version.
It's like the same like the embassy, the U.S. consulate.
Oh, okay.
It's the home office, they call it.
Oh, okay. Well, did they give you some kind of like receipt to show that you submitted the request?
No, nothing.
Yeah, that is confusing. Okay, well, I mean, well, I just put in home office, and the first website I see is a government page here. I'm sharing my YouTube and Facebook here live, and it does say in bold, request. This is probably where you went to do this. Request copies of personal information held in the Borders, Immigration, and Citizenship System. SAR is you have the right to access your personal information known as Subject Access Request, SAR. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like it. Trying to see real quick. Request options. You have 3 options: basic request, specific request. I guess if you know exactly what you're looking for, a detailed request. Okay.
It would be a detailed request because they want like a rundown of her case, basically what we told her.
And the third option is how to make a request. I got the online application. Cannot accept application from address outside the UK through the online form. You have to submit one. So I guess your mom would have to submit.
My mom went and did it.
Yeah. Okay. Ask for supporting evidence, photo ID. Okay, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like your mom did what she needed to do. Ooh, boy. Okay, number 5 says, what happens next? Government is usually not this informative, but it says, we will process your request within 1 month of receiving all information. You do not need to contact us to track your request. So...
yeah, because there's no number or anything to call them. Like,
yeah,
I don't want the whole thing was not her being out of status.
Yikes! Yeah,
and their paperwork is more expensive. It's like £5,000.
Holy smoke! Oh my god!
That's why I was like, it makes no sense to do it again. And we know the whole intent was not for her to go back there and live, but would want to visit back, like on a visa or when she gets her citizenship.
So all this they asked for, you talking about, this is a U.S. Department of State embassy officer asking for?
Yes.
Holy smokes. Okay. Yeah, so you got to have that backup plan if she can't extend her temporary visa in the UK. Okay. Well, I'm glad we talked about this Because yeah, this website is so long. I just caught that section where it said within 1 month.
Okay.
And who knows?
Right.
You know, that doesn't mean guaranteed either. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. Okay, y'all. So again, another example where, I mean, that took a little longer. I had to go through a website, you know. Y'all, if you have not clicked the plus sign or subscribe down below, this is the time to do it. Okay. One after another. I mean, this is something that typically lawyers might not even allow to you to schedule a meeting to talk about, because they're like, oh, it's not part of my normal thing. They're a little scared to talk to you because they don't know exactly what, I'm just walking you through here, right? Just a little guidance, walking through like the way I interpret things. I'm happy to share with y'all. If I can save you 3 digits in a meeting, I'll do my best, okay? But for some of y'all, when I say you need a schedule, you likely need a schedule, okay? Let's get the next person on. Mimi Love. Okay, I think Mimi Love might be my last live person. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Good day.
Good day, good day. How can I help you?
I just wanted to find out if there was something more I could do, because I'm a green card holder and I filed for my husband like sometime in February 2023, and it's still saying actively being reviewed for the past like 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay, and this is a marriage case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, you could just call me John. That's okay. Well, and this adjustment status, 2 years. Did you have an interview?
No.
Okay. Where's your case located? Like the major city?
No, he's in Cameroon and I'm in Houston.
Oh, okay. You're in Houston. I'm in Houston. He's in Cameroon. Okay, so it's a bit different. So it's only a petition only for 2 years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was an I-130.
I-130, and you started the application as a citizen or as a resident?
As a resident. I'm still a resident. I'm actually going to be a citizen sometime in 2026 June.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't give the government. Unfortunately, in this situation, I was thinking the government was at fault, and you know, no one's at fault here. Unfortunately, the processing time as a resident sponsor like yourself does take a bit longer. Online, let me pull up online, but as soon as you become a U.S. citizen, it will, we could like upgrade, level up your status. Then that's called immediate relative. So then that's when we can take it to the next step. Okay.
All right. So just wait till I'm citizen.
I mean, well, it could be that, or you could file a lawsuit, because I'm just clicking on the USCIS website processing time right now, and it shows. Oh yeah, that's messing with y'all. Now it's 55 months as a resident when your case at the National Benefits Center. Okay, because they're waiting until your priority date shows up on the visa bulletin. Do you know what a priority date is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, you definitely need to schedule a meeting. I have a video that talks about it on YouTube. If you email us first, ask my email subject line visa bulletin video, and my team will send it to you. Okay. So you got to know about that. You got to understand it so you don't miss deadlines, especially if you're going to do this yourself. Okay. Do you have a lawyer? And she's off. Oh, there she is.
I don't have a lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, a lot of people miss the deadlines, and then because you waited all this time, and it's certainly okay to get started on your own. But yeah, after you watch this YouTube video I have, you might start thinking more. Okay, to have a meeting with us. Alrighty.
All right. I was about to ask about my sister's case too. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What's up with your sister?
So I just got married in this year, and I'm a green card holder.
Okay.
And my husband, we got married in Houston, but he doesn't live in Houston, so he went back. He is a German citizen. Okay. So I was thinking, is it okay to file for him like a green card holder, or wait until I become a citizen? But he normally visits like every time here. Oh,
the last question was the first question about your sister. Okay. And now this question about you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. This is why lawyers' minds are going everywhere. So now, okay, now this is about you. Um, I mean, if he's outside America right now.
Yes.
Okay.
But we got married in Houston.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, the thing is, like, does he have a visitor visa?
Yes, he's a German citizen, so he normally just comes here and go back. Like he spends like a month, 2 weeks and goes back.
Okay. I mean, you can start the process now as a petition only, um, or you could wait. Because your spouse is outside America, then I would say you could just file a petition now. I went 30, but if he were to be living here, then I would recommend that you try to time it right to apply for everything at once after you become a U.S. citizen.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
There's a lot more, lawyers I can explain in the law, but this is social media, so I'm trying to do this more quickly. Explanation. That's the short answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Schedule
Thank
meeting.
you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
So that was like when people ask those kind of questions, and it's a great question to ask. All your questions. Thank you so much for your trust. We're happy to answer. But if you don't know certain things that could mess up the trajectory of your life, literally, like, because some people file when someone is in America, the beneficiary in America, and you file a petition as a resident, and some people file, and everything I'm saying is about the law. Okay, I'm not making shit up. Okay, so please, if anything, take it for a grain of salt. um Some people file it thinking that you can apply for work permit, you can apply for adjustment of status with a green card, the whole shebang. But the beneficiary overstayed visa did not maintain non-immigrant visa status. And some people always say, like, "Oh, but it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault." But it is, because some people don't even talk to a lawyer. It is your fault, okay? Of course, I wouldn't tell someone one-on-one, okay? But since y'all live right now with me, I'll tell y'all. It is their fault, okay? You have to take action to talk to a lawyer. Don't assume things. So I do appreciate, like, Mimi or whoever joined. I appreciate all your questions because you're taking the step. You're taking action to find out. Okay? But some people, oh man, bless their hearts. Some people file something and they had no idea what they were doing because they thought it was just algunos papeles, some papers, no biggie. Just asked my name and date of birth. Asked if I had some crimes. I said, no, of course I don't have any crimes. Oh, it's so simple. Okay, I hope you can see more sarcasm here. And I'm not, we're not here to make anyone feel bad. Okay, but we are trying to keep you on your toes because it ain't no simple thing. I wish it was. I surely wish it was. Now, I'll tell you, USCIS website over the years has gotten better, okay? Over the years, especially under Biden administration, have clarified some things. But there is no one instructional manual PDF that says apply for this, apply for this, apply for this form in this situation. Oh, I wish it were that easy. I wish it were. Okay. All right, Hashir. You need to ask. You have an interview today. You want to ask me a question? All right, let's see what you got. Oh my God, what's going on? 485 interview or abroad?
Hello, you right?
Hello, how are you? I just asked you a question. You have an interview for 485 or abroad?
No, IR1 in London.
Okay. Oh, London, in the house.
I gave my interview and it was a very tricky interview. He asked very tricky question and all these things. I answered all the questions very calmly. My wife was already married in USA before, and he asked about past marriage and all these things. And there's 3 years age gap between us, and he asked about that. And I bring all my evidence, my photos, our travel journey, and all these things. In the end, he gave me AP and asked they need more evidence. I said I already have the evidence, like pictures, chat log. Even I have in my phone. You can see there.
What kind of evidence did he ask for?
Yeah, so I was basically getting myself ready. I didn't know about that. They asked for that or not. So so he just gave me AP. So can you please tell me how much processing time and what they're gonna do after that? Because I said they need more evidence. Right now I'm refusing right now, and we need more evidence or something like that, and we will contact you by email.
Okay. You need to schedule a meeting. I can't go through the whole thing with you on a live show. Did you got an email already?
No.
Not yet?
No, I didn't get one.
Okay. Well, nothing you can do now. Just wait for the email. It usually takes like 24 to 48 hours after the interview. So after you get that email, schedule a meeting with my team, okay? Especially if you think you can't do it yourself, okay?
With your team?
Yeah, my team or me, but with me it's more money. So
is it normal to get the AP or
administrative processing? Yes, unfortunately, it's normal, especially if you are not from the UK. Your interview's in the UK, but are you from the Middle East, for example, possibly?
Pakistan.
Yeah. So South Asia, South Asia and Middle East. So is all included for AP. Unfortunately, for most people, it's very unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. So okay.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Go to this website. Take care. Man, y'all are on the ball. Some of y'all are taking action quick to have a meeting with me, talking to me. I appreciate that. But sometimes y'all so quick. We need to see the email first, because I think that will be our guiding framework there. Okay, to see what they really want. Sometimes they might be asking for evidence that actually might not be related to your marriage or your family relationship. Okay, so I do see at least two more people that want to join live, and I appreciate it. But I do have to go to my meeting. I've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. Thank you so much. I will try my best. I'll try my best to go live tomorrow or tonight. You know what? I might have a 15-minute window tonight before I fall asleep to go live. Okay, so click the plus sign to subscribe down below, so you know, and click the bell so you know when I go live. Okay, appreciate it. And go to askjohnting.com. And if your case has been delayed, like DD here on YouTube, 1 year, 7 months, yeah, let's talk about that. Talk to my team about mandamus lawsuit. Okay, Rachidi, your case denied because your sponsor. Oh snap! Yeah, you got to schedule a meeting as well. We're gonna have to probably refile your case or 290B it. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Kwabena, Darko, Grateful Heart. Okay, let me click on your name. I thought it was. My bad. Grateful Heart. Okay. Kwabena, VAWA file, but you have not received a receipt notice yet. Okay, that's kind of similar to the other person earlier. You have a removal order sent to you to meet a judge this August. It's probably not a removal order. Does it say notice of hearing, Kwabena? But if you don't have receipt notice yet, you might need you're gonna have to contact USCIS. If you have a lawyer, they can email the specific USCIS office related to VAWA to get that receipt notice. Okay. And Yasser will record a video about DV lottery winners and benefits. I mean, I think you know what the benefit is, but yeah, there are some restrictions on that. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Take care.